Well, nothing else needs to be said now. Champion versus champion. Erik Terrible Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera.
Some of the people thought that Barrera's going to go out there and work that body.
And we begin.
And by the looks of it, there is no checking to see what plan we're going to be putting in play.
Well, you see Barrera, 2 early body shots, stepping forward. No feeling out here in round number 1.
No feeling whatsoever.
Barrera in the sequin trunks, Morales in the white and black.
Yeah, we're looking at that Morales is trying to study a little bit, but Barrera's just jumping right away to work.
Barrera fighting like he's double parked. Backing up Morales with some hard shots.
And you know, one thing that Morales has to do, he just has to calm down. He just has to relax. Let Barrera come in and do what he wants to do, but at the same time, be careful.
Big left hand from Morales stands Barrera right up. Barrera with a good body shot.
And some of those shots are going down. Barrera has a good speed. He looks with the deception to come in here and win by knockout.
Some very sharp punches early on from Marco Antonio Barrera.
And we're looking at a little bit of watery eyes on the part of Erik Morales. He just got connected with a couple of good uppercuts by part of Barrera.
Well, we talked about Marco Antonio Barrera. Does he need a fast start? Well, he got one.
Well, there was no hesitating to see what he was going to do. He knew what he was coming to do, and that was to come in here and try to knock Morales out. There we see Morales land a pretty good right hand. Good counter punch by part of Morales.
Heavy exchanging on the inside early on.
Wait a minute, we're looking at a little slight cut, a little bit of blood on the part of Barrera on the right eye.
But it seems to be on the lower part of the eye.
Right, but you also have to understand that even though it's down below the eye, with the punching that Morales do, he'll probably put it in the eye and disturb one little. There's a headbutt.
Most of those shots blocked by Barrera.
Good countering. Barrera working good to the body. He just got connected with a good lift and didn't phase him at all.
2 tough men standing toe to toe, hurting each other early on. Oh, there's a low blow by Morales.
But we also have to understand that Barrera was holding his head down, so when the punch was getting thrown, he pushed Barrera's head down, and that's what caused the low blow. There's a stiff jab by Barrera, which was blocked by Morales. There's a good body shots to the body by Barrera, which Morales blocked. And he countered with some good uppercuts. Morales is jumping back and forth using feints. Barrera don't know whether he's going to be attacked or not.
A spirited round number 1.
We're looking at the replay right here where he gets connected with not too clean of a shot, but he got skinned by a good left hook by Morales.
You could just really feel the velocity of the shots, even though they're not landing hard.
Right, and there was a couple of good stiff jabs by Barrera that landed on the nostrils of Morales.
After all that, we still have 11 rounds scheduled to go. Round number 2, Barrera-Morales.
It just doesn't seem like this fight is going to go the 12 rounds, the whole distance.
Well, I'm not so sure both men can keep the pace up. A very brisk round number 1.
Well, Barrera started off a little more calmer this time. I guess he was just trying to prove a point that he was going to come out here and fight in the first round. Right now, he started off with a couple of jabs.
You could just really see the focus in Barrera's eyes.
Yeah, they're both really focused and seeing how they're gonna, what is their next move. Morales, like I was trying to faking. There's a good fake right there. He should have thrown a jab, pretending he was gonna fake and throw a jab. But I would never expected that, and there was a good combination right there.
If you're Morales with this quick start of Barrera, you start working off the jab on the outside.
There's a good uppercut by Barrera, which landed pretty clean in the face of Morales.
And maybe that's why Morales should stick to the jab. He's getting raked over the coals pretty well on the inside by Barrera.
He is. Right there, you see, he smothers his own self. He doesn't get the distance he needs to attack pretty good. Right there, at that distance, that's where Morales should be.
Good combination by Barrera.
To the inside, Barrera is very good with those left uppercuts.
The Barrera camp was insistent that they would show Erik Morales no respect, and they have been true to their promise. Those shots blocked.
Yeah. And there's a good right uppercut. It seems, I'm not too sure whether I saw a little bit of blood. Those are low blows there that the referee never said anything about.
Borderline shots by Barrera. Back up with a big right hand.
Good right hand. And another lift. You see, Morales cannot be in there doing this type of fight. Reason why, because, you know, it makes Barrera grow. Why don't you just, you know, all right, he hit me, why don't you just take your time and step back? You know, it's a 12-round fight. Let him waste his energy.
Barrera taking the fight to Morales early on.
They both expected a real tough fight, and this is what they're getting. The people expected a good fight like this, and, you know, people come to see a good fight, and this is what they got. Good uppercut by Barrera, which he got the counter too by a left hook that landed on the jaw of Barrera too. Morales trying to work his way in little by little, trying to do uppercuts.
I don't think there's any doubt, though, Gennaro. Barrera has earned the respect of Morales, and that was a question coming in.
Yes, and also, I'm pretty sure that Barrera knows that Morales can take a pretty good shot because he's gotten hit several times already with good right hands. There's another good right hand by part of Morales. By Barrera. Barrera connecting a good right hand.
So many questions about Marco Antonio Barrera have been answered throughout the first two. It's early, but right now it's Barrera's fight.
Morales trying to move away. Barrera walking forward. There's a stiff jab and a good right hand that connected real good. It didn't do anything to Morales, but he continued to walk. There's a counter punches by Morales. Barrera reaching in, he gets connected with a good right, and there's some good shots that were landed by Barrera on the face of Morales.
Gennaro, it looks like Marco Antonio Barrera is just walking down Erik Morales. Should Morales be making more use of that jab?
I think what Morales should be doing is when Barrera steps in, he should step back with a good right uppercut and step to the side with a good left uppercut.
We begin round number 3.
Yeah, we're looking at Morales. They told him to step, you know, to box, and that's what he comes out doing right now. He's using his jab. But I do believe that once Barrera throws a punch and he kind of swings it.
And there is a slip as Barrera misses a left hand. Mitch Halpern gets right back into action.
Yeah, well, once he swings and he connects to the shoulder, so I think Morales will stop again and try to prove to him that, you know what, we're going to fight and I'm not going to run.
And there you see Trilogy Morales again, which has been the habit today, really smothering his own right hand. Barrera so consistent to the body.
And that's something that they said they were going to do. Try to work the body, try to take the legs away from Morales. They're telling Morales from his corner, you know what, take it easy, relax. There he gets connected with a good uppercut. See, he's reaching in. You see it, he smothers his way in. And Barrera knows that he's going to come in, so he stays with his head tucked in, and the shots don't get in very easy.
Throughout the first 2.5 rounds, it has been Marco Antonio Barrera with harder, cleaner punches on the inside.
Right there, he threw a good lift. A good stiff left jab, but he missed that left hook, trying to work it off that jab. There's some good work. You see, there's where he smothers his own self. He doesn't get his little distance right there. Marco Antonio Barrera relaxing. There's a good body shot. A good body shot.
Well, you could just feel that.
But it was partially blocked. That's why it didn't hurt Morales.
And there's a right hand to the body by Barrera.
Morales trying to bring in Barrera. Barrera likes that type of fight, so he's going to get in there. He's going to stick that head right on the shoulder. That way he won't get connected by any powerful punch by Morales. And we see right there, he smothers Morales. Morales, without him knowing, is wasting energy because Barrera is putting his pressure on. He's leaning on him. And he doesn't give any room for Morales to throw that power punch.
A lot of these shots by Morales blocked or smothered.
That's what Morales should be doing. There you go. There's some shots that you see are being low blows. There, he gets connected, but he also counter punches very good right there.
Here comes Barrera. Cleaner shots on the inside.
Morales trying to use the side steps, trying to move away, trying not to get, and there he's getting connected You see, he's using there's a punch that he should be using right there. Just there you go, right there. Just step back, side to side, move.
Toe-to-toe action. Barrera and Morales giving and taking, backing and
There's a good
forthing.
left uppercut by Morales. He's trying to reach in there, but he missed. He didn't throw the punch out because he saw Barrera getting ready to block that punch.
Gennaro, Barrera is not fighting like a 6-1 underdog. We take a look at some of the action from round number 3.
Here we see Morales moving, sidestepping, couple of shots, you know, hitting the borderline. There's some uppercuts on behalf of Morales. On the other angle, we see Morales again feigning, throwing some good shots, partially blocked by Barrera. There's some punches that might have got in, but very few got in. There's the one right there, a right uppercut that landed pretty good.
I'd say throughout the first 3 rounds, the cleaner punching has been done by Barrera.
Yes.
We begin round number 4, and you sense that maybe Erik Morales is a little bit stunned by the fury of Marco Antonio Barrera?
I don't think he's stunned. I think what he's trying to do, he's trying to find out how he can connect some good shots. Barrera has a good defense. There's a shot right there that Barrera threw, but he missed, and he was countered. Didn't connect too solid, but Morales did connect quite a little punch in.
Now you see a more aggressive Morales.
There's a good right hand.
Barrera.
A good right hand.
And Morales slips down as he tries to pin Barrera up along the ropes.
Reason what happened there was that Morales was so busy trying to use his footstep that when Barrera bounced off the ropes, he crashed, and Morales didn't have the footing and he fell. There's a good side step with a good left uppercut. It was a minor little touch, but you know, it connected. They're telling Morales over here in the corner to try to throw the right hand a little bit more. There's a good left uppercut.
And you see Barrera pulling down on the head of Morales, really just trying to steadily wear out Morales.
Yeah, but with the experience that he got, he's making Morales pay for the miss, and that's by him pulling him down. Morales moving, sidestepping. Good right hand by Barrera, and a good overhand right.
And he backs up Morales.
Morales not knowing what he has to do to get Barrera off from him. There's some good body work right there by Barrera. Morales against the ropes, using some uppercuts. No shots really getting cleaned in. There's one right there that was partially blocked. Morales throwing overhand right that was blocked. There's some jabs, not connecting very well. Barrera using his body weight, his movement, his head movement, and making Morales miss a lot.
Now Morales backing up Barrera up along the ropes, and again he smothers himself, and distance has been a problem for Trilogy Morales.
Oh, very low blow. Good uppercuts by Morales that connected very good on the jaw of Barrera.
Well, there had been some questions about the chin of Barrera. I think he's
There's
answered
another
those.
good body shot. Those body shots are working. Some of them are pretty low, and the referee has not been seeing them, but like that one that hit the leg on.
Barrera has been so consistent, and he finally gets warned by referee Mitch Halpern.
And I'm pretty sure Morales expected something like this because, you know, when there's a fight like this, you know, you have to do whatever it takes to win this fight. And if the referee's not going to tell anything, you're going to continue doing it.
Well, I think if there's one question about Morales' toughness was could he take a sustained body attack, I think we're going to find out tonight.
We're going to find out how well and how much of that body shots he's going to be able to take. Because partially are being blocked by the elbow, but we're going to have to see how much it's going to take. Oh, another low blow.
And that was really a low blow by Barrera. Barrera finishing off the round.
Right here, Morales reaching in with the right, connecting pretty good, launching in, and there's a little side steps that he was doing. There's the connectors right there, a couple of shots to the body. There's an overhand right and a left uppercut that connected pretty good.
And we see the clean punching of Marco Antonio Barrera. And looking at his face, the cut under the eye has not affected him, and it looks like his face is in pretty good shape throughout the first 4 rounds.
Yeah, he's a good fighter with good defense.
And there's no doubt Marco Antonio Barrera has staying power. If you take a look at his fight against Kennedy McKinney in '96, voted one of the fights of the 1990s, took a sustained beating from Kennedy McKinney before turning down the rugged challenger.
Right there, Morales throws a couple of jabs with a good left that landed partially blocked, but it did connect. There's a good right hand that landed on the back. Morales using his jab, Barrera trying to wait. He's jabbing himself. Morales moving, sticking his jab out. There, he stays there without throwing a punch, and he got connected with a good right uppercut by Barrera.
And now there seems to be some blood over the nose of Morales, and he eats a good right hand.
But right there, Morales wants to have an exchange right there.
Heavy exchange on the ropes. Morales working well, fighting off the ropes.
The only bad thing about Morales is that he's dropping his hands and he's throwing wild. He's connecting some good shots, but at the same time he's being connected. Right there, he sticks a good left jab.
Oh, good right hand by Barrera.
There's a good uppercut, a good right uppercut. Right there, he shouldn't have stopped. He should have stepped again and with another right. It seems like it might be some blood coming out of Barrera's nose too. No, I'm wrong.
Heavy exchanges, Morales coming on.
See those little side steps. You see, if you stay there in front of Barrera, he's going to beat you up. But if you use side steps, you'll hurt Barrera.
Morales coming on. Barrera shaking for the first time.
Good overhands right. But you see, there's another good right hand. Another good right hand. You see, Morales is sidestepping, so he's not giving any opportunity for Barrera to connect any shots. Because Barrera, what he's looking for is for somebody to stay right in front of him that way he connect those uppercuts. Good uppercut by Barrera.
Here comes Morales.
Morales he has Barrera pretty stumbled, pretty dazed a little.
Oh, big right hand by Barrera. First Morales. Barrera coming on strong.
He's connecting with good solid shots. Morales doesn't look like he's hurt. But there we go again. We're going to see which one has a stronger jaw.
This is a battle of attrition. Who is going to outlast each other? Champion versus champion.
And both of them fighting like champions.
Swinging from the heels. Half a minute to go, round number 5. How long can they last?
It seems like both of them got tired during all that pressure and all that fighting that they were doing. They were swinging away. There. He swings and both of these fighters, they know that they're in there for a war tonight. They've been connected with very good shots. It looked like they kind of wore down a little bit. Morales is moving. There comes a couple of shots that were thrown by Morales that missed. There's another shot.
Well, an early candidate for round of the year. Round number 5 was a doozy.
Right now, Morales here with the overhand right. There's a straight right that connected. Shots that were being blocked. There's a good right uppercut, a right hook. There's a couple of shots there that were thrown. But then here comes Barrera. Barrera coming in there, working his way. Left hook, right, straight, right, left uppercut. But Morales trying to hold on, dropping his hands, getting connected with good left hooks and rights.
And that really changed the round for Barrera, who was taking a shellacking up until that point. We begin round number 6. It's been a doozy.
Well, we knew in the beginning of the first round when they weren't giving each other respect that there was going to be no respect in this fight.
Well,
and obviously, they don't got it.
I think Barrera took the play from Morales early, and I think it's up to Morales to really battle back.
And there's another low blow that the referee tells Barrera to pick up those blows. I do believe that some of those shots that have been below the belt have affected Morales.
Good right hand by Barrera.
There's another exchange again. Good uppercut by Morales. One thing that Barrera is doing good is he's moving to Morales' right. That way he can take the power away from that left hook or from that left uppercut. Good left uppercut and good body shot by Barrera.
Barrera so consistent with that left hook to the body.
Morales looks like he's trying to work the head and not the body. He's not trying to take no power away from those punches. He's just constantly looking for the head and not no body work. And I do believe that that's something that Morales should be doing, is working to the body. There's a good right hand that was thrown, but it was blocked by the left elbow of Barrera. Good left hook and a good left to the body.
But here comes Morales right back.
You know, I never thought that Barrera was going to react the way he has in this fight. After he got shot, not the way he got hit the way he did when he fought Junior Jones and Kenny McKinney. But obviously, Morales is a good, he has good power, but he's not holding Barrera back at all.
Barrera just threw a good right hand to the body.
And right now, he just got connected by a left uppercut in part of Morales. Morales is chasing Barrera now. Barrera taking steps back, not moving or jumping or running. He's just taking steps back. He's not wasting energy that's going to cost him probably later on in the fight.
Barrera with the more subdued round here in round number 6. It has been terribly Morales pressing the action.
Morales trying to reach in, and Barrera sticking his jab, and Morales crashing into it. I'm noticing that Morales is when he comes in with his hands dropped, and that's why Barrera counters him, and he counters him with good shots. Morales should be with his hands up when he attacks, not going in there with his hands low. Another low blow right there. Referee not saying anything about it. A good uppercut and a good body shot by Barrera.
Halfway through, it's anybody's fight.
Marco Antonio does not look like he's suffering to get air, to grasp air. But then Morales, on the other hand, he seemed a little down. I'm not sure whether he's disappointed in the performance that he's doing and how he's getting hit. He just got connected again with a good left uppercut and a good right by Barrera that connected good on the jaw of Morales. It may be that he's having trouble trying to get air from the nose. There's a good uppercut by Morales. A good right hand by Morales while Barrera was coming in. There's some good exchange right there. Good uppercuts. They're trying him to open up that guard. Barrera has a good close guard, and that's something that is giving Morales trouble to connect on. There we see him going forward, connecting. There's a body shot. There's some uppercuts on part of Barrera.
Most of these shots being smothered by Barrera. Morales working hard though on the inside. Barrera presses forward.
See, they're trying to scream at Morales to do some movements, not to stay. You see, there is a mistake that Morales is doing right there. He leans back and he drops his hands. He's getting connected pretty good with some left rights.
And he got nailed with some good, solid right hands that stiffened him up on the ropes. Very impressive performance from Barrera.
Good right uppercut. Morales comes back with an exchange of his own with right hooks. He's trying to get Barrera to drop that hand or to open up that guard, something that he's unable to do. There's a couple of shots there to the body. There's another good shot. There's a good overhand right that was partially blocked by Barrera. Morales throwing good uppercuts with hooks, good shots.
Barrera, though, been very consistent while blocking shots going downstairs to Morales.
You know, that's something that's going to give Morales a very difficult time if he can't get that guard to open up. He's going to have to continue throwing. There's a good left uppercut in part of Barrera that connected pretty good. See, Barrera smothers him, and he doesn't give Morales a chance to get away.
He stays right on top of him.
But you see, there's a problem with Morales that he should stick his head underneath the chin of Barrera. Don't leave Barrera stick his head in underneath the chin of Morales. You know, you get in there and you make him try to find a way to get in there. There he goes again, right back to the body. But to me, it seemed like it was like a low blow right there. Referee didn't see it, so he couldn't call it. Morales has to stay away from the ropes. He can't stay there and try to exchange punches.
You just wonder when Mitch Halpern will step in and take a point away from Barrera, who's been consistently low the whole night.
Right now, Morales trying to stick a jab in there. But Barrera tried to counter, didn't quite connect any punches. It's another good right uppercut by Morales. Oh, good shot! It stung Morales. Right here we see Morales against the ropes. There he is, counter punching, but as you can see, Morales is not giving him enough room to get his punching power. He doesn't get the distance enough to get that power. Barrera, there he goes. He continues to go forward. There is Morales. There, look at the hands, where the hands are at. They're constantly being dropped, and there's another round with a good left hook that stung Morales, but Morales swings. That way, the referee could say, you know what, I'm okay. I'm countering punches, and we're going to start the 8th round like this.
That was a very close round. Was that enough for Marco Antonio Barrera to steal that round? Still a very close fight between Morales and Barrera. It has lived up to every single expectation.
Well, with all due respect to Morales, I do believe that he's on the low side of the card, on the score charges, I believe. He's going to have to get in there, try to find a way to take advantage, to take control of this fight from here on now.
It seems like Gennaro is very disciplined within this wild fight. He is still holding his guard up high, picking his shots, and smothering Morales when he needs to.
You know, Barrera came with the game plan. With the game plan already set that he was going to smother Morales and that he wasn't going to give him that opportunity to use the reach. On the other hand, Morales, I don't understand why he's not trying to figure out a way to use his distance.
Oh, there's a good right hand.
Good overhand right by Barrera.
Every time Barrera seems to be in some problem, he just comes forward and smothers Morales. He's been very effective throughout the night.
Yeah, right here you see Barrera not wasting no energy, just staying there waiting, making Morales come to him. He's not reaching in, he's not doing nothing. You see this little step back he takes, Morales has to reach in, and when he does, Barrera counter punches. That's something that he's doing very good today in this fight. There we see finally Barrera move a little bit, try to jump a little bit, but as usual, he's right back to his little 1-2 steps. Good right hand.
Good 1-2.
Morales getting ready to do a side step or trying to step back. He didn't do the full step, so he got caught with a good right hand.
Another 1-2 by Barrera.
This right here is where Morales doesn't want to be because he's dropping his hands. He's getting connected so much.
I think the bottom line is Barrera is now simply outfighting Morales, outthinking him also.
Yeah, it seems to me that Barrera seems a little more stronger than Morales does in this fight. And he has a heavier punch.
And with all those borderline shots, Mitch Halpern has not taken any points away from Barrera, really allowing him to stay within that game plan.
But I tell you, once again, I'm going to throw that to Morales' corner. Why aren't they telling him to work the body? Why aren't they telling him to throw that left to the body? They're telling him to throw. Right now, I just got to hearing one of his cornermen say throw a straight right to the stomach. Good. That was a good shot. But you see what Barrera's doing. He's not giving Morales any chance. He's holding him. He's struggling him. He's making him waste energy by pulling him down. There's another shot to the body. Another one low. There's another one low right there. Mitch Halpern can't see him. There was a couple of shots there that I believe Mitch Halpern saw, but he didn't say anything.
Oh,
again, there's another combination. Both of them just going toe-to-toe.
Wow. I think that speaks for itself. Oh, yeah. Toe-to-toe action.
Of course, you have to, with Morales, you're going to have to figure a way to use your distance, something that he's not using at all.
Well, here we come, the championship rounds. This is a test of wills between Barrera and Morales.
And I'm going to tell you why Morales cannot do it, and that's because Barrera is using a good defensive technique going forward with his hands closed, making Morales miss and making him reach in at the same time while he's being countered. There we see. Oh, he just walked into a good hook. Morales is a game fighter. He's getting connected. It seems like he's getting hurt, but at the same time, with the condition he got, he's been able to take those punches, and we see him trying to come back.
The nose of Erik Morales is now bleeding profusely with the attack of Barrera.
No, he got connected again.
Here comes Barrera.
Again.
Barrera pouring it on.
It just seems that it's just a matter of time where Barrera's power is just going to overpower Morales.
I think this is pre-Junior Jones vintage Marco Antonio Barrera that we are seeing.
Here the people are screaming for Morales. A lot of people were cheering for Morales. There we see Morales trying to counter and trying to calm down the people, saying that, you know what, don't go for Barrera. I'm here to fight. And he's connecting some good shots. There's a good left, partially blocked by Barrera. We're looking here at this fight, and we're seeing the damages that's been done.
Well, here comes Morales, though, pouring it on. Barrera with a little bit of a dead spot here in his action.
The face of Morales is speaking that that he's been in a hard fight. He's been getting connected with some real good shots. Morales on the other. Oh, we just see a little cut on the left cheekbone of Barrera.
Barrera comes forward, though. I have a feeling.
Oh, there's a real big, it's nasty because it's swelling up real big time on him. We're gonna hope that this fight is not gonna end on the cut. It's been a real good, exciting fight. He's being connected right now. There's right hand, They believe that Barrera is going to get hurt because of that cut in the right.
You just get the feeling, though, Barrera, his will is so strong tonight.
Look what he's doing. He's making Morales waste energy. He's holding him down until the referee tells him to let go. Morales just got connected with a good overhand right by Barrera. Morales going forward. It looked like he got a little bit of energy. He just got connected with a good right hand. I don't understand why Morales is not picking up those hands. I just think that he's been comfortable throughout his career with his hands down there. He's been connected and he don't care. He just reached in and got connected. He's hurt. He is hurt.
Three-punch combination turns around again for Barrera. It was Barrera early, Morales late. Barrera took the play with that three-punch counter-punch combination.
Right here, he got connected with a good left hook, good right. The straight punches. Now he contained him to throwing him into hooks. There we go right here. We're seeing that Morales getting ready to throw that. There he got connected with that good right hand that got him, and all because he was reaching in. He's hurt right there. If the bell wouldn't have been able to send it, I think in the round he would have been dropped.
Well, Barrera finally showing the effects of a physical fight with Erik Morales with a cut on the left cheek, but he comes forward.
And we're seeing Morales trying to tell Barrera, you know what? You might have hurt me in the last round, but you know what? I'm still here to fight. Good body shot by Morales. The good body shots by Barrera, which were blocked by Morales at the same time.
I think it's safe to say this is the most danger Erik Morales has ever faced in his career, and it's been an illustrious one at that. 35 fights, 35 wins.
He's been getting hit a lot by Barrera with some good solid shots. He's been hurt several times. Neither one of them wants to go down. But then again, we're looking at that Barrera has been doing a lot more punishment than Morales has. We see the damage that's been done on Morales' face. There was a low shot right there that the referee didn't say nothing.
That was a borderline shot right to the belt by Barrera. Been consistent with that the whole night.
There again, we see Morales reaching in with the overhand right, whereas the left hand is being dropped. He's vulnerable to get caught again. There's a good 1-2 combination by Morales when Morales was reaching in.
He just doesn't seem to have the same snap he had a couple rounds ago. I think the effects of Barrera's power has really sapped some of the starch out of Erik Morales.
No, most definitely. You know, with the body attack and the punishment that he's been receiving and the weight that he has to bring carrying around, because Morales is carrying his weight and plus he's carrying the weight of Barrera. There again, another good right hand. Good right hands by both fighters. They were both being connected at the same time. Morales landing the better 2 punches though.
So Morales with a brave, courageous round number 10 after being rocked late in round number 9 has really bounced back well.
And I'm really noticing that Morales is leading off more with the right hand than he is with a jab. I believe that they're telling him in the corner that, you know what, that right hand is going to do the damage. Keep. And there we saw a couple of shots right there. Now we're going to see another exchange of 1-2 and see which one has a bigger heart and which one doesn't want to go down.
Both men eating right here.
There we go.
He rocks Morales.
But you know, I gotta say that. But now Morales is off. His balance wasn't there, and Morales is pushing himself forward. There he got connected again. There's some good shots of now part of Morales. But there you see the smothering of Barrera.
Wasting time, killing the clock. You think Barrera's on top. This definitely hurts the cause of Morales. He may be running out of time.
Yeah, and also Barrera's making Morales waste his energy by putting all the weight on top of him. There's some body shots right there. A part of Morales, a part of Barrera was connected on the elbow of Morales. There's a jab, a good right. We're gonna see it. Maybe another 1-2 punch action, which we didn't see because the bell came to halt this round.
2 rounds to go. It's all on the line. I don't think anyone's going to ask for a refund tonight. It has been spectacular action. 10 down, 2 to go. Barrera Morales, round number 11.
And this is what you call a unification fight. Toe-to-toe action here. 2 warriors trying to get in there, trying to prove to one another that they're the better fighter. Both of them getting hurt, but mostly Morales coming out with the more damage done to him.
This has been a physical, bruising, pounding fight. It's been a battle of attrition between 2 tough men. Marco Antonio Barrera-Erik Morales.
Barrera just got through getting connected with a good hand, and he comes back to connect one of his own.
Good straight right hand down the pipe from Barrera.
There we go again to the ropes. Morales not wanting to stay there. He's moving side to side now. There's a right to the body. Barrera holds on.
Gennaro, it doesn't look like that cut underneath the cheek has really affected Barrera.
Well, at least not yet, because the good defense. But here's the problem that Morales is having. He's being pummeled to the body by Barrera, something that he's never suffered before.
And the nose continues to bleed profusely for Erik Morales.
Another good body shot. A good left uppercut by Morales, which connected on the face of Barrera. They're telling Morales to throw that right to the body right here in the corner, but Morales continues to throw uppercuts and right hooks, which are connecting, but you know they want him to work the body too, and something he's not doing. On the corner over that Barrera, they're telling him, they're short. I'm looking at that one of his cornermen telling him to go forward, go forward. There's a good right uppercut. Good left, good right hook. Reaching in, missing. Barrera again to the body. A good uppercut while Morales was trying to make a little side step. Barrera caught him with a good uppercut.
Barrera has not been as busy, but he's been a little bit more precise, a little bit more accurate in his punching. Morales out-hustling him this round, but I'm not so sure he's doing the more damage of the two.
Well, most of the punches that Morales is throwing there, they're being blocked. They're being blocked by the arms of Barrera. Barrera again smothering him. He's wasting time. Good right hand, reaching right hand by Morales, which connected. There's a good stiff left jab by Barrera. See, look at the little steps that Marco Antonio Barrera is taking. He's just taking 2 steps back, making Morales reach in. Like right there. He missed the counter punching, but he was able to hold on.
And just a moment ago, he landed a good straight 1-2.
Now we're looking at that Morales may be cut. A good body shot to the body that kind of hurt.
Oh, I think Morales is hurt. He backs up. That definitely hurt him.
Oh, yes. Now he's making his movements.
Now you see Morales on his bicycle.
I do believe that body shot hurt him, and also the blood that he has on the right side of his face is going to be bothering now.
Oh, good left hook by Barrera, finishing off the round. Barrera finishing this round.
And people told me that, you know what? Morales is not going to be able to handle the punishment that he's going to receive to the waist. And that's something that's showing right here. You look at the other corner over here, Morales, and Morales has been in war.
3 minutes. Barrera Morales, what a war.
Okay, now they're talking to each other, saying something that neither one of them likes. I figured they said, you know what? Let's go toe-to-toe and see
here comes Barrera.
And there we go.
Big
body
shot.
Morales. They must have told Morales, you know what, you're losing this fight, go toe-to-toe.
Oh, big left hook
shot.
by Barrera.
Good shots that just hurt. They just hurt Morales.
Well, I think that he may have starched the energy of Morales, whatever he has left with those big left hooks. Barrera has fought a spectacular fight.
You know, you have to take your hat off of both fighters. Both fighters don't want to go down. They're both receiving punishment. More on the hands of Morales, who's taking more punishment, as you can see. Body shots are just devastating. They're just taking everything out of it. There we see Morales land a good right hand. And also being cut, I believe, in the right cheekbone. A little bit of blood coming out of there. Morales using steps. But you know what? He's going to have to go in there and just slug it out, because you know what? I believe that he is down on the scorecard. He's losing this fight. He's going to have to go in there and play it, give it all. They're telling Morales not to jump. I think the
physical nature of this fight is written all over the face of Erik Morales. It says it all.
You know, a lot of people, including myself, had a little bit of doubt on Barrera, you know, after the fight that he had against Junior Jones and Kenny McKinney, you know, the punishment that he received. But right here, he showed that he could give it this time. He's not receiving any of it tonight.
I don't think there's any doubt. He has outfought Erik Morales.
You know, they're talking about that, you know, that Morales is going to be moving up in weight. Maybe he had the problem. Maybe that isn't the fate. But you know what? You're going to have to throw all this out, because Barrera came in here with good condition. Morales the same way. And both fighters are here at 100% plus in conditioning-wise.
Well, I don't think there's any excuses, and there's no reason to be ashamed on either side. But Barrera has fought a great fight tonight.
Both fighters have fought a great fight tonight, even though Morales is the one that's coming out at the end stick of the, the end of the stick tonight. He's being pummeled. He's being outsmarted, and he's being outsprinted by Barrera.
Under a minute to go. It's been a great one. Champion versus champion. It's lived up to every single billing.
And he just hurt Morales with a good left hook. This is punishment that I don't think, it should be taken, but, they're fighting. Morales is moving. Look, they're telling him to close the fight.
It was
he just got dropped. He just got dropped. And you know what? Some of it had to do with the balancing, and he's hurt. You see, he's hurt. Morales is hurt.
It all started in the opposite corner with two big left hands. Barrera has 20 seconds. Oh, Morales though showing hard. Look at this.
He doesn't want to go down. He figured that wasn't a knockdown. He was going to show the people that he was okay. But we saw it in his legs that he didn't have it underneath him.
There won't be a knockdown. Barrera finishing off. Morales standing brave.
Both for the fighters deserve a hand of applause.
What a fight!
There we see, you see, he's off balance right there. I do believe that he was rammed against the body of Barrera.
Wasn't that just general fatigue over 12 rounds?
It was both, but as you can see, Barrera's coming forward. He's coming forward. Morales reaches in. There we see, there is no punch there. There is a knee. There is no punch there.
Right, I definitely think.
But there is fatigue and the power of Morales going forward and Barrera going forward at the same time, clashing.
But I don't think there's any doubt Barrera had the better 12th round. Cleaner, sharper punching.
Yes, more definitely.
Here's a decision.
A round of applause, please, for two fighters at 122 pounds that fought their hearts out here
that he's ever been in. And he went over there to talk to Morales. And they do deserve this round of applause.
And we have a split decision.
Oh, split decision.
Dwayne Ford scores the bout 114 to 113 for Barrera. Harold Castellano scores the bout 114 to 113 for Morales. And Dalby Shirley scores the bout 115 to 112 for the unified champion by split decision. Sonanotre, Tijuana, Mexico.
Well, there you have it.
Ruben Morales.
Wow.
There you have it. There you have it.
Good, clean fight. Buena suerte. It's gonna work.
siempre, ¿ok? Lo que quedamos, se te pasó un golpe. Ponte un poquito más de lado con la guardia arriba, ¿sí? Sigue trabajando tu jab, ahorita lo vas a estar counteando, recibiendo rápido con un contragolpe. ¿Sale? Tienes las manos muy así, entonces sigue tirando. Dos arriba y tírale el recto. rango, mijo. ¿Qué pasa? La pelea la llevas ganada.
Tápele.
Es hora. No tiene nada. No se la contaron, tienes que noquearlo porque si no, cabrones, el referee, olvídate. Le está permitiendo todas las pinches.
Seconds out.
Marco. Ya estamos en el décimo, ¿eh?
¡Estamos en el décimo!
10, 11 y 12. Hay que cerrar los 3 rounds para ganar la pelea, Marco, ¿ok? No ve bien ya por el lado izquierdo. Ya presione más. Ya deje esa prepotencia de andar bajando las pinches manos y andar para atrás. Vámonos, con todo para adentro. Son 3 rounds. Vámonos de calle. ¿Quiere el triunfo? ¿Quiere la gloria? Vámonos. Pártase la madre.
Marco, nada más nos quedan 2 rounds. Tenemos que ganar los 2 rounds.
Me estás pegando, pero no le des la iniciativa. No queremos que le des la iniciativa.
Hay que cerrar estos 2 rounds porque estamos perdiendo la pelea.
Le estás dejando, ve por todo en estos rounds.
Aguántame. Sígame tirando puros rectos. El referee le está permitiendo sécale los guantes del mundo. Por ese lado no le va a llamar la atención.
Si sigue haciendo foul.
Necesitamos ganar el round o tirarlo al güey, ¿ok? Sí. Ya, Marco, tú eres muy bueno, eres un maestro, Marco.
Sí, señor. Tienes que salir a presionar.
Mételo más, saquen las piernas.
Mételo a la esquina, güey, mételo a la esquina. Y ahí tírale con tu
infraction, low blow. Yeah, please.
La última, ¿qué es?
Tienes que noquearlo en este round, ¿ok? Tienes que noquearlo. ¿Sí? ¿Puede o no puede? Entonces métale a las pinches cuerdas y súrtalo de putazo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 12th and final round.
Thank you.
spots. That is entertainment. That's something else.
The two best featherweights in the world came into the ring, but now only one will leave as the very best. We go to the Budweiser scorecards. Chuck Champa scores the contest 116 to 112. Mike Gliana and Dwayne Ford have it 115 to 113. All for the winner by unanimous decision. De Ciudad de Mexico, Marco Antonio Barrera.
Any punch thrown in this area is considered a clean punch. Any punch thrown in this area is a clean punch. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times, keep the fight clean at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck, Brother Suete. Touch gloves.
You got a mouthpiece? Yeah.
So the stage is set, the final act in the trilogy of Barrera-Morales, or Morales-Barrera, depending on what your loyalty is. Now, I was noticing it was about 50-50 in here, Bernardo.
Yes, it's very divided. There's only been one other championship trilogy between Mexican monarchs, and that was Ruben Olivares and Chucho Castillo. Olivares won the first one, Castillo the second one, Olivares the third one. What happens tonight? We will soon find out when the first bell tolls for once and for all. Marco Antonio Barrera and Erik Morales.
It's the first round scheduled for 12 for the world super featherweight title held by Erik Morales in the black trunks. Marco Antonio Barrera in his usual blue trunks.
Look out.
Almost amused was Morales when he caught Barrera holding him by his head. As you mentioned, Morales goes into the ring at 143 pounds tonight. Barrera is giving up about 12 pounds. Crowd is electric here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
As they should be. These two Mexican gladiators came to give it their all. The big equalizer or the big advantage could be the difference in weight. Marco Antonio Barrera decidedly the underdog, even on the bets. So we will see what he does. The heart that Marco Antonio Barrera has shown to even take this fight at 130 pounds tells you about the rivalry between Barrera and Morales.
Marco Antonio Barrera suffered a horrible defeat a couple of years ago in San Antonio to the power puncher Manny Pacquiao. He was blown out. Then he went out in 2004 earlier this year in Carson, California at the Home Depot Center and blew out Paulie Ayala. So you never know what he's got in the tank, but this matchup is one for the ages. First time around, Morales gets the victory. Second time, Barrera. So here we are again to decide it.
Once and for all, and the one thing you can say is Erik Morales showed a stiff jab a few seconds ago against Marco Antonio Barrera. Barrera obviously trying to work the body, trying to get inside, not allowing Morales to extend those long, powerful arms.
Good right hand from Marco Antonio Barrera. Another left hand from Barrera.
Beautiful leg hook by Barrera.
This is him he wants. This is the kind of fight Barrera wants. Morales drops his gloves. Just bring it on. Let's see what Morales does from long range.
Marco Antonio Barrera letting Erik Morales know he's not going to be bullied tonight. That's dangerous.
Do not get up and go to the bathroom, folks. You're going to miss something, I'm sure. There'll be no pause in the action.
Erik Terrible Morales got a taste of what Marco Antonio Barrera has behind those controversial winning gloves. And it seems like he took the punches pretty well. The first test for Barrera will soon be coming, I imagine.
Combinations from Marco Antonio Barrera. Counter punches from Erik Morales. What a first round it's been, and it's only going to get worse or better.
Depending on who's taking the punches and who you are, it's a spectacular fight. It's a great setting for this third and final chapter of Barrera-Morales. And what a way to come up big. We're going to go to the corner of Erik Morales. He doesn't have anything. Don't give away any rounds. What we came here for, remember, do not forgive him. Don't stay there. You got to go to the body, use the jab. Use the jab, but don't use it as a jab. Use it as a cross. You got to keep working to the body and then use the right cross. Take a look at the strong, the stiff Erik Morales jab. He's got to do a lot more of that. But here we go, Marco Antonio Barrera working to the body and then upstairs with the left hook. Beautiful combination by Marco Antonio Barrera. Those two elements could be key for either fighter. The jab of Erik Morales, the left hook of Marco Antonio Barrera. You just saw the key to the fight.
Remember, the trainer for Erik is his father, Jose, who keeps a very low profile and does a very good job managing his son, and he has from day one. Born in a boxing gym, in a room over a boxing gym in Tijuana, in the worst part of Tijuana.
La Zona Norte, he was born to be a fighter, and that's exactly what he became. Not just any fighter, a three-time world champion in 3 weight divisions, one of the best that Mexico has ever seen. Tonight, he meets a man of whom we can say the same thing. One of the best Mexico has ever seen, Marco Antonio Barrera.
Round 2, scheduled for 12, the champion, Erik Morales in the black trunks. The crowd is beside itself.
They came to see a war, they came to see a battle. They did not come to see a tactical fight. They gave it to him the first round, and now they expect that for 12.
They got it one time before, the fight of the year, 2000. Here we are 4 years later.
Beautiful left hook by Barrera, the same by Morales. Barrera's forced to clinch him.
Work out, work out.
Kenny Bayless gonna have his hands full.
I think Barrera felt the power of Erik Morales.
Good jab from Morales. That's when he's at his best, setting things up off the jab.
Works it downstairs, works it upstairs. Very solid tactical fight that Erik Morales is fighting in the second round. Doesn't want to give it away like he did the first.
Remember, Morales is always a slow starter. Picks it up as he goes along. Same thing against Jesus Chavez. He started out slow in that one. But Morales knocked Chavez down twice in the second round. That was in Vegas in November. Of February of this year.
There we saw Kenny Bayless warning Marco Antonio Barrera about using that elbow. And he connected with the hook. Erik making a miss in close quarters. They're both just teeing off on each other. Again, the solid jab of Erik Morales. Upstairs, downstairs.
Got to be careful about the clash of heads the way they're moving in. We don't want to see that.
Ooh, beautiful combination.
Good combination for Barrera. Barrera, another combination. Back comes Morales.
The people are on their feet here at the MGM Grand Garden in Las Vegas. It's barely the second round, the end of it. And this is an all-out battle now between Marco Antonio Barrera and Erik El Terrible Morales. Nice right hook.
Good right hand from Morales. Digging into the body is Barrera. Back over the top came Morales. A punch missing at the end.
What a great round. The people on their feet once again. Impressive. Let's go to the corner of Marco Antonio Barrera. Ruben Perez, time to breathe deeply. When you throw the punches, you land them. But don't delay your punches. You got to get yourself into a rhythm. It hurts the nose. We see Morales, who had a great beginning of the round. Marco Antonio Barrera came back strong with a great uppercut. And it was a 3-punch combination. Marco Antonio Barrera is making Morales' nose bleed. You gotta push him back. Profile yourself through the 9 clean punches, and you gotta keep poking at his midsection with that jab. Those were the instructions from Olivares-Chucho Morales. People getting their money's worth tonight.
Boy, that's a quick first 2 rounds. Here we go to round 3. This has been everything they said it would be. Dead even fight. 2 great champions. There couldn't be more riding on this in the country of Mexico. It's city versus country. It's big time versus small town.
There's so many other intangibles that they bring into this fight. The courage, the tradition, the heart of 2 champions.
Barrera going to the body. Morales took that jab out there, then goes to a little uppercut. Marco Antonio Barrera will come back with
a beautiful left
fury. Good right hand for Barrera. I don't think Barrera's having any trouble with the weight.
I think he's probably surprising Erik Morales with the power of his punches, but Erik Morales taking him well and coming back with something of his own. Morales is bleeding from the nose. Marco Antonio Barrera was telling his corner, I think I got him in the nose.
Well, it's a big nose.
Yeah? That's probably the one defect that you can instantly tell about Erik El Terrible Morales. That's the last thing you want as a boxer, a protruding nose. Little rabbit shot by Erik El Terrible Morales. Marco Antonio Barrera not backing down in the least.
No, it's supposed to be the weight advantage, supposed to work for Erik to press forward. Great combination inside from Barrera.
Step back.
Barrera's winning this round.
There we go.
Just taking it to him.
But it's going to be back and forth, folks, just back and forth like waves.
One of them's going to come crashing thunderously in on the post, though, because these guys did not come in here to leave the fight in the hands of the judges. I think neither one of them wants to go 12 rounds. Barrera's proven it by going out early, being aggressive, landing those big punches, and Morales is doing the same as a counter puncher.
Work out.
Kenny Bayless letting them fight through close quarters. And watch out for the clash of heads.
Stop. Watch your heads, fellas. Watch your heads.
That's the one thing that could mar a beautiful fight is a cut.
A little welt under Barrera's right eye. That's due exclusively to the jab of Erik El Terrible Morales, who getting a little bit more productive at the end of this 3rd round. Good shoulder and head movement by Marco Antonio Barrera to avoid the brunt of Erik's punches.
Oh boy, Erik just dodged a bullet there. He was out of position, his head was forward, and Barrera didn't catch it. Into round 3. Isn't this fun?
This is boxing at its best. Barrera's corner. Let him breathe a little bit. You got to make our fight, Erik. Don't go after him. You don't want to be in there toe-to-toe. He's going to your body. You got to do the same. We take a look at the impressive combination by Marco Antonio Barrera, sending Erik El Terrible Morales back. You see from the upper angle, just the punch production of Marco Antonio Barrera, not afraid at all, making the argument of the weight and the difference in weight null thus far in the fight. It's only 3 rounds, but it's a long ways to go.
Round 4 from the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Malamass and Bernardo Osuna alongside, and we're witnessing a great fight so far through 3 rounds. Anybody's fight, and it's going to be that way until somebody gets an advantage and maybe the other one makes a mistake. But these guys, the 2 fights I've seen them, there's not many mistakes to be had.
And there's not many advantages to be had. The one thing is the weight. It hasn't become a factor thus far. Like I said, there's still 9 rounds to go. The night is long, but so far, just picking off Morales' punches with the jab is Marco Antonio Barrera.
Jose's father wanted him to work behind the jab, don't get into a brawl, do what he does best. But it's kind of hard to avoid one with Barrera when he comes rushing in, throwing punches.
Excellent movement by Marco Antonio Barrera to avoid the jab and the right cross that Erik El Terrible Morales was throwing in there. Excellent combination by Barrera. The right cross first, and then the uppercut.
Right hand from Morales on the ropes. Kenny Bayless stepping in. Good job by Barrera to get out of that spot and tie him up.
That's what he has to do. He can't allow the champion to use the longer reach advantage and the power that he has in this 130 weight class to out-punch him. He's got to outmaneuver him. Marco Antonio Barrera's got to keep moving. He can't be still. Erik picking off some good punches from Marco Antonio Barrera's arsenal. Ooh.
Step back clean. There you go.
Good punches inside from Morales. Barrera covering up.
Your head. Like a face on. Watch your head.
1 minute left in this fourth round. Furious pace of
along the ropes.
Step back clean.
Barrera would like for him to stay right there.
Trying to pick at that body with the jab is Erik El Terrible Morales. Missing wildly. Looks a little slow tonight. Nice double left hook by Marco Antonio Barrera. Erik Morales coming back with a barrage of his own.
Go hold.
Final 20 seconds of round 4. This round's been more of Erik Morales' style, like his father told him in the corner. Fight your fight.
What a great end to the fourth round.
All you can do is smile.
Honestly, I mean, these guys are just going at it. We're going to go to Morales' corner. Be very intelligent because he's closing the gap.
Ya la nariz se paró la hemorragia, ¿ok?
Don't worry, you're not bleeding so much from the nose.
Ya la nariz se paró la hemorragia, ¿ok? ¿Cómo no me avisaron que ustedes tenían problemas?
You gotta be fighting from the outside. You got the reach advantage. Fight at your distance. Use the straight hands. Do not try to hook him. Listen to me.
No quiero que los puntos después vayan a pesar, ¿eh? Tienes que ir arriba.
I don't want the points to become a factor in this fight. You gotta go up in points. Fight. There's Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya.
And Bob's lovely wife, Levy, between the two.
What a great buffer, huh?
Absolutely.
Between De La Hoya and Bob Arum. Partners for tonight and no longer thereafter.
That's for sure. Round 5, scheduled for 12. Morales doing what his father wanted him to do, stay outside, work the jab. Use your reach advantage.
Here we go.
But Barrera won't be tolerant of that very long.
Barrera's trying to close the distance, not allowing Erik to extend those long arms of his. Erik was breathing profusely in between the 4th and 5th round, that 1 minute in the corner. Conditioning not a factor for Marco Antonio Barrera, who looks in great shape.
He carries his weight very well. He might want to consider staying up here for a while. Working off the jab, body punch from Morales, and in comes Barrera.
Barrera's looking great with that left hand.
From Barrera. Great job.
And it all comes to fruition because he's so effective going to the body.
Good left hand from Barrera. Barrera looks very, very strong. Both fighters are strong, but Barrera looks really strong.
Barrera's looking great. Erik Morales just hasn't found the right rhythm, it seems. He does something right, and then he moves away from it. Marco's doing the same thing. He's being effective, going to the body, working off of the body shots.
Erik's right hand is what will do the damage.
But every time he throws it, he knows that Barrera's left hand is coming, so that's what's keeping Erik honest thus far in the fight.
Round 5 scheduled for 12. The world super featherweight title on the line.
Erik Morales is looking for the opening to connect that powerful right hand of his.
I got the feeling so far this fight in the early rounds is ebbing the way the last fight went, which was won by Barrera.
Morales isn't dictating the fight, which can't be going in his favor. Nice combination by Marco.
Morales is caught in the corner. Barrera's corner wants him to keep going.
And why not? He's being extremely effective with the left hook and the right uppercut. Listen in on Erik. What are you trying to prove? Nothing. Got to go to the body.
Dame la nariz, por favor.
You always said he can't fight going backwards, so why are you not pushing him back? You're the bigger guy, you gotta be on him. I want it like that, just like that. We came here to beat him down. You gotta keep moving laterally, and you gotta keep hitting him low. You gotta keep hitting him to the body. Here we see a great combination by Marco Antonio Barrera. Beautiful left hook, and then the right to the face. Little frustration in the corner of Erik El Terrible Morales because he's fighting Marco Antonio Barrera's fight.
Round 6. A lot of confidence in the Barrera corner. Some confusion in the Morales corner.
Peppering him with the jab. Marco Antonio Barrera being elusive, and
Morales has got to get Barrera going backwards like that. He cannot fight going backwards. That's what he wants right there.
Stop, get back on him.
Exactly what he's doing, and that's what the corner asked him to do.
He listens to his dad. He's got to keep moving forward. And at the meantime, Barrera wants to keep the lateral movement. But Erik's got to use his reach, and he's got to keep him moving backwards. Round 6. A lot of respect for one another in terms of boxing ability, if not personally, inside that ring.
Beautiful left hook by Marco Antonio Barrera. Just waited for Erik to throw that left and went right up the pike.
Pretty good jab from Barrera, too. Double, triple jab. Just banging away with the jab. Good right hand from Barrera. Now Morales coming back.
Great combinations by Marco Antonio Barrera. Excellent uppercut now by the Mexico City native. Not backing down in the least.
Work out, hard stop.
Maybe not the fight anyone expected out of Marco Antonio Barrera.
Well, he looks good. Can't believe it's the same fighter that Manny Pacquiao blew out of the ring.
Nice left after the
left
right.
hand from Barrera. Morales covering up.
Morales is hurt.
Morales is definitely hurt.
But he's dangerous.
Now he's coming back. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be like this throughout.
A great round for Marco Antonio Barrera. He can't let it get away. He's got to keep pressuring. Erik, beautiful right hand after the jab.
Erik Morales missing. Barrera's been more accurate.
And the important thing about Marco is that he's varying his attacking styles. He's working to the body very well, but then he starts to use a jab, follows it up with a right cross. just using all the elements of his offensive against Erik Morales.
Hold it, stop.
Looks like a low blow there with the left hand. Kenny Bayless calls him on it.
Barrera continuing to press the attack. Morales could be in a little bit of trouble. Into the round. Barrera's round.
Undoubtedly dominated by Marco Antonio Barrera. He's proven a lot of people wrong thus far in this fight. But people are happy. The crowd is on its feet once again. Oscar De La Hoya on his feet. Richard Schaefer alongside, knowing that their charge is doing well thus far. He's missing a lot. You're avoiding his punches. Keep doing that. He hasn't hit you with any rights. You got to keep working to the body. You're the master of throwing the jab. You're going to see a great combination by Marco Antonio Barrera. Beautiful left hook. Erik Morales took it well. That was just the beginning. You see how he works first with the left uppercut and then the right uppercut, then the left hook, and he just kept pressuring Erik Morales, who just doesn't seem to have a rhythm, doesn't seem to feel comfortable in the ring tonight.
I think his nose might be bothering him, but he's used to that. Round 7.
We're more than halfway through this fight, and it's been spectacular thus far. It's for the World 130-pound Championship, but really, I think that doesn't mean anything to these two.
Well, Morales is in a position now as a champion. He's got to come back in this fight. Now, I don't know what that means in terms of either he gives in to the pressure to get into a war, because what he's been trying to do is not working.
And that's the whole point of it. His corners tell him, don't get into a brawl, but not brawling up to this point and have him down 2 points.
Round 7. The crowd is absolutely electric tonight here in Las Vegas.
And how could they not be with the great demonstration that Erik Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera especially are giving us tonight. Great right hands by Erik Morales.
Barrera seems unfazed so far.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he went after Erik in the beginning part of the round, where
good right hand from Morales, countered by Barrera.
Erik Morales has a mouse under his right eye now. That's because of the great left hands that Marco Barrera has been scoring.
We're in the 7th round. Action-packed all the way through. A little bit better round for Morales this time. But Barrera's able to counter most anything he throws up there. Barrera stepping out of the way. That's Morales' advantage. We get Barrera going backwards.
Marco going forward is a very difficult fighter to manage. That's what Manny Pacquiao did. He got him going backwards and then he didn't know what to do. But tonight's a whole different story. It's Marco putting Erik on the heels of his toes.
That left jab from Barrera has been a better jab of the two. Morales is supposed to have the reach and the jab advantage, but it's been Barrera quicker to the punch.
And even when he's jabbing and he tries to throw a left hook, he's just not at the right distance. Nice right there, though, by Erik Morales.
Morales steps out of harm's way, circling. Good right hand from Morales.
Acknowledged by Marco Antonio Barrera. 10 seconds left in the 7th round. Trying to finish strong.
Now, Morales looks better in his final seconds than he's looked all night. That's Morales right there. That's the movement, and that's the power, and that's what he's got to do.
That is a fight that Erik Morales has to execute in order to come away victorious against Barrera, to whose corner we now go.
Bajaste ahorita. Una toallita por ahí. Una toallita.
You're doing well.
Bajaste ahorita, bajaste.
But you went down a little bit. You got to start executing it there. Whatever you want to do when you're throwing punches, you do. See that when you jab, you win? That was perfect. That's your boxing. Breathe through the mouth. We're going to take a look at the excellent right hands by Erik Morales. A nice counter by Barrera, but the power punch was definitely Morales's, and then he has him in the corner. He starts with the right hook, doubles it up, then he moves away. This is the fight that includes the body movement, the leg movement of Erik Morales, which makes him most effective.
Let's go, let's go.
He looked more confident at the end of that round than he had all night. He finally found his rhythm that you were talking about, Bernardo. That was the Morales that we know.
Took him 7 rounds to do it.
We'll see if he can continue into the 8th round what he was doing. I mean, part of the reason, of course, is what he's up against, which is one of the great fighters of our time, Marco Antonio Barrera. But Morales needs that rhythm. He needs that type of jab and movement and be able to land his punches from range. He's looked awkward when he hasn't been hitting the range and using what he has is that real strong right hand from distance. Beautiful right hand. There's the right hand. Barrera is stunned.
Barrera definitely felt that double combination by Erik Morales. He punctuated it with the left hook, and now I think the confidence level is up for Erik Morales. This is going to be a very difficult round for Marco Antonio Barrera because Erik is feeling it at this point of the fight. He knows he's got to come back, and that's exactly what he's doing, proving to have the heart of a champion.
Barrera took it, and he's a very dangerous fighter. Morales, when he's at range, he just unloaded that right hand.
And this is the range that he wants to be at. This is his distance, utilizing that jab to set up the lethal right hand, which has finished so many of his opponents. 34 and 47 victories have finished by knockout, and that right hand is crucial to his fight plan.
Barrera charging back, fighting on the inside. Morales lunging forward to the body. Barrera countering. Right hand over the top, both landing at the same time. Morales has come on in the last 2 rounds toward the end of the 7th and the 8th. A big confidence builder toward the end of the 7th when he started finding his range and finding his comfort zone.
And now you can even see it in his eyes. You can see the look in his face where he thinks he has found the key to beating Marco Antonio Barrera.
Morales stepping in and throwing. Barrera going to the body. Kenny Bayless warning him twice this round to keep him up.
Excellent combinations downstairs by Erik Morales. Now the right by Marco Antonio Barrera to the face.
That's the 3rd time Bayless has warned him.
The crowd getting a little restless here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Barrera being patient. But Erik's not making the same mistakes that he was making during the first 7 rounds of the fight.
Boy, these rounds fly by when there's this much action going on.
We've gone through 8 rounds of action here, and it's been power-packed. The crowd once again applauding the great effort of Marco Antonio Barrera and Erik El Terrible Morales.
Nada más así porque sí, necesitas ponerle una toalla acá. Mira, te va a empezar un reto.
Put a towel on him. Let's dry him up. You gotta use those uppercuts. This is you. This is your fight. You gotta throw the jab to the solar plex.
Mucho jab, él no te hace nada.
A lot of jabs, and he can't do anything to you from the outside. We take a look at that right cross, double combination, beautifully executed by Erik El Terrible Morales. Made Barrera miss. He does land that left hook and the right hook. So Barrera's not at all giving up, and he's not getting discouraged.
Going into the 9th round, Bernardo Osuna has it dead even.
76-76, these last 2 rounds really has been Erik's fight. Now Marco has to look for a way to disrupt it because the 2 rounds prior had been all Barrera.
9th round of a fight for all time, a fight for the ages to determine who's the better of these two. The entire country wants to know.
Step back.
Morales seems to have come into his own the last 2 rounds, doing what he does best after looking rather awkward through the first 6.
They give me the feeling that you could do this 10 times and you'd have 5 and 5.
Could be. Crowd really getting into it.
50-50, half of it for Morales, half of it for Barrera. All of it for this great boxing match that these two gladiators are giving us.
9th round, scheduled for 12. Been an awesome fight. It's the kind of fights we wish we could see every time we put one up there. Every championship fight should be like this one.
Every rivalry should be this way.
Pounding away Barrera. Morales needs to get off the ropes. Now it's Barrera's type fight.
Barrera needs to keep pressuring him. He can't let Eric get comfortable. He's already been comfortable for 2 rounds. He's got to do something to disrupt the rhythm. That's exactly what he's trying to do in this 9th round.
Barrera's expression never changes. Good jab from Morales. Rabbit punches from Barrera.
Okay?
Now a warning from Kenny Bayless.
Touch him up. Come on.
They don't want to touch him up.
They don't want to touch him up. They don't like one another.
The only touching with the gloves they want to do is to each other's face.
A little swelling under the right eye of Morales.
Ooh, beautiful.
Good right hand from Barrera. Barrera really feeling it now.
It started with the body shot.
Good uppercut from Morales.
Left hook bounces Morales off of the ropes. 40 seconds left in this 9th round. The ebb and the flow. Now it's tilting towards Marco Antonio Barrera. The way it's gonna keep going.
Each time one of these great fighters throws a punch, there's a price to pay. But neither one backing down. Kenny needs to get in there. Final seconds of round 9, Ben Barrera's round.
Hold on, step back clean, fellas.
Way to punctuate the round.
Right after the bell, it's getting ugly. Good round for Barrera.
Do not back down from him. What's wrong with you? What's going on? When you attack him, you have him.
No problem. I'm going to go talk to him one more. I'm going to talk to him. Understand?
There's no need for that.
Barrera's corner trying to keep Kenny Bayless from talking to the fighter.
Don't do anything careless to make me come to this side, understand? Low blows and everything.
Miguel Diaz in the corner of Eric Morales coming back with a little bit of the same. The bell wouldn't stop him. Kenny Bayless had to step in. And now Marco really is very close to getting a point deducted. He can't lose his cool because 1 point in this fight
could make all the difference.
It will be the difference.
10th round. And you know, there's so much animosity, it can't help but spill out. I mean, you can talk about being a cool, collected fighter, but when you despise the person across from you, you want to whip his butt so bad, your emotions get out of the way. And Morales is one of the best at containing his emotions, but not against Barrera.
It all gets thrown out the window when these two warriors get into the ring. There's so much pride, there's so much animosity, there's genuine dislike. They want to take each other out. There's no other way to say it.
That's where Eric needs to be, from range right there.
Marco protecting his body very well.
Done a great job.
Hands up.
At times, it seems like Barrera has a reach advantage because he's been landing that jab so effectively.
It's all about the aggressiveness of Marco Antonio Barrera. That nullifies the reach and speed advantage of Eric Morales. Beautiful combination.
It's black and it's swollen under the right eye of Eric Morales. We're in the 10th round, scheduled for 12.
Wouldn't be a Morales fight if you didn't see him that way, right?
Well, he always looks fairly ugly when he comes out, yes. Barrera's had the same countenance on his face all night. Calm, collected, and he springs like a cobra when given the opportunity.
He's very concentrated. He knows what he has to do. He knows what mistakes he has to avoid in order to not be hit by Erik Morales, and he's executing his fight plan very well thus far through 10 rounds.
That right hand got in there very effectively. Morales doesn't need to be standing on the ropes.
Erik Morales said, there's no reason this fight should be made because I've been going up, I've been taking care of business, he's been losing, he hasn't been looking so well. Well, tonight, he's looking great.
Barrera's never been better.
How many times have we said that about him?
He's been as good. Oh, I haven't seen one bit of an indication that Barrera has lost anything.
Oscar De La Hoya keeps saying Marco Antonio Barrera is the best fighter that I've ever seen. And you know what? At times, he can be that.
Well, that's another quick round. Final seconds, round 10. I think we're going to see something special these final 2 rounds, Bernardo.
These will be the championship rounds, and we're seeing something special at the end of the 10th. The people at the MGM Grand Arena are being treated to a spectacular fight, as are you at home. And now let's listen in on the corners because it'll be colorful. You gotta hit him to the body.
Vas para el round número 11.
We're going to the 11th round.
Hay que ganar los últimos rounds.
We gotta win these last 2 rounds. We're losing rounds.
No le deje la iniciativa a él.
Don't let him take the initiative.
No me le eches agua, no me le eches agua, ya. Agárrate esa toalla, Jorge, rápido.
Don't put any more water on
Sale ahorita a mandar.
You gotta go in there and dictate the rhythm of the fight.
La pelea con golpes.
You gotta win this fight with punches. No fight, no clinching. Just go out there and punch him out. He's way more effective when he's using that right cross or the left hook to the body, and that's exactly what the corner wants out of Marco Antonio Barrera. Concerned, to say the least, in the red corner of Erik El Terrible Morales, but these are the championship rounds that you're watching from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Morales Barrera once and for all, and Barrera comes out just like he has for the past 10 rounds.
Morales may need these last 2 rounds to retain his belt. Good combinations on the inside. They want him to work the body. Good right hand from Barrera. Kenny Bates was just getting ready to step in, but that's dangerous territory waiting there.
Erik just barely grazed Marco, caught him off balance. It was a good exchange there. Marco needs to keep being aggressive. He can't get careless, though, against Erik Morales, and you can't let him get into a rhythm because he knows how to close the show. He's got a lot of pride, he's got a lot of heart, and he's nailing with the left hook.
Left hook, uppercut, a jab. 11th round, it's go time, folks. Oh, good punches from Morales. Barrera's wide open. Good uppercut from Morales. Now Barrera fights back.
No, people on their feet. The crowd is electric at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, and how could they not be?
Morales got the better of that exchange. But right at the end, a little flurry from Morales. From Barrera.
Beautiful left hook. Now the right hook by Erik Morales.
Morales is letting it go now. 11th round, Morales feels like he's got to win both rounds. Kenny Bates stepping into dangerous territory.
That's like stepping in between 2 lines at a feeding frenzy.
That was a low blow from, he didn't see it. Looked like a low blow from Barrera.
Beautiful combination.
Uppercut from Barrera. Back comes Morales. Good defense from Barrera. Long way to go. 11th round.
It's gonna be the longest 3 minutes and 50 seconds of Marco Antonio Barrera's career because Erik's gonna bring it on.
Well, he's bringing it back. Good movement from Morales. Barrera having trouble handling the movement.
Erik got to him in this 11th round.
He got to him, but he's also Eric's been taking a lot of body punches. Of course, these guys are in such great shape that that's hard for that to take any effect. 20 seconds left, round 11. What a great round of boxing. Uppercut from Barrera. Good left hand from Barrera. That hurt Morales. Right hand from Barrera. Back comes Morales. Final seconds, round 11. It's an all-out.
This is a fight you're going to tell all your friends about. If you were here or if you watched it. Do not open yourself up.
Everybody's standing.
You got to close strong.
Everybody's standing.
You've got to go in and give it your all this 12th round. You got to go to the body, to the solar plex. And then you nail them upstairs. What an ambiance. You got to keep working the right. You got him. This is it. This is for the championship.
Whoever wins this round may win the fight. Here we go.
And Marco's coming out to win it, but so is Eric.
Good combination from Erik Morales. Kenny Bayless having trouble keeping control.
And what a way to keep his balance.
How did he stay up? Uppercut from Barrera. One of the most thrilling rounds of boxing, the last two you'll ever see.
And that would have been the difference maker. Right there, Marco Antonio Barrera miraculously staying on his feet.
How did he stay on his feet? I'll never know. It was like he was dancing across ice.
And while he was dancing, Eric hit him once more. So it was an impressive display by Marco Antonio Barrera. Erik Morales.
2 minutes left in this fight. 2 minutes left. Both fighters looking a little winded now, but you can rest assured they're going to go right back at it. Everybody on their feet in the arena. Except for us. We might block somebody's view and then we'd be in big trouble.
Working to the body just like he has during the first 11 rounds is Marco Antonio Barrera. He's pressuring Eric, not allowing him to get those arms outstretched where he's so dangerous, where he's proven that he can hurt him thus far. He can't go that wild though.
These two fighters have now been in the ring with each other 36 rounds. And oh so even all the way. There are no losers. But somebody's got to get the decision.
Dare we say a fourth?
I don't know.
I don't see it happening, but I don't see why not.
We'll talk about that in a minute. 1 minute to go. Barrera got Morales on the ropes. And holding it with his arm.
What a fight. Round of the year, no contest.
11th and 12th. Good terrific rounds. Morales trying to hold on to his championship. Marco Antonio Barrera came up. Barrera now trying to get a breather.
Marco's got nothing left in the tank.
Barrera's tired. So's Morales. Morales attacks. Barrera comes back. Barrera almost winded on his feet, trying to get a little respite. 10 seconds left in the fight.
He just wants to finish on his feet. What a proud display by Marco Antonio Barrera and Erik El Terrible Morales. This is a fight for the ages, just like the first two.
All the crowd on his feet. I don't know. I don't know. Morales might have won the last 2 rounds.
And that, in my card, would give him a draw. That would be justice.
A draw means we have a 4th one.
There's a dispute about the time. People are saying there was 10 seconds to go and the bell rang, but it doesn't really matter at this point. That's why they fight the championship rounds.
Wasn't that fun? I don't know. Let's take a look at it. Round one, Bernardo.
Marco Antonio Barrera working off of the body shots. Round 5, spectacular exchange of punches between these two great Mexican gladiators. Round 6, a little bit more of the same. The left hook was telling by Marco Antonio Barrera, but Erik Morales was working that right hand. All of this was all leading up to the close of the fight, the 8th round, but this is where it came true. 11th round, these two guys gave it their all. They stood toe-to-toe, and they did so in the 12th. Who will win the fight? That is one of the most spectacular things you will see in boxing.
How did he stay up?
No idea.
It was like he was on ice. If he'd have gone down there, that would have been the fight.
That would have been the fight. They should have earned each other's respect. There's no doubt about that.
Well, they would never admit it.
The crowd supporting Marco Antonio Barrera. He should get the nod, but Erik was a brave warrior tonight.
Politics.
There's glee in the corner of Marco Antonio Barrera, Oscar De La Hoya. Can't believe what he just saw out of his fighter. Erik Morales knows, he feels the tension. He knows he didn't come out and fight his fight. And that's the preoccupation in this fighter's mind right now.
We're waiting for the decision from Michael Buffer.
The tension is palpable here.
I have no idea which way it's going to go. There's going to be half these people that are going to be really mad. Half of them will be ecstatic. Unless it is the draw that it very well could be. How he stayed on his feet, Barrera, in that last round is beyond comprehension. That's a great athlete. That's great balance. There's his son. Worried about his daddy, I'm sure.
You talk about coming back in a great fashion. For those who had counted out Marco Antonio Barrera, including Erik Morales, he showed once again why he is one of the premier fighters in the world today.
Marco, here's the decision.
Here at the MGM Grand, we have seen two of the greatest fighters in the world complete 36 rounds, and this, their third and greatest effort. A round of applause for both Marco Antonio Barrera and Erik Morales. We go to the judges' scorecards. Paul Smith scores it 114 to 114 even. Jerry Roth and Larry O'Connell both score the bout 115. Pardon me, Larry O'Connell 115 to 114. Jerry Roth 115 to 113 for the winner by majority decision. And new WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the world, de Ciudad de Mexico, Marco Antonio Barrera.
He was the underdog, and he deserved it tonight. The celebration in Marco Antonio's corner, the disappointment in Erik Morales' corner, but he knew that he didn't do enough. He didn't dominate the fight like he had before, and here you have the champion.
What a good combination so far, Golden Boy promoting him. Oscar De La Hoya in the ring. You see it on the face of Erik Morales. He doesn't think he lost his fight. Last two close decisions. A majority decision goes the way of the new champion at 130 pounds who didn't even want to fight at 130 pounds. Now he has